Yo, here we go. Hey, Sunday. It's a Sunday, my favourite day. Sunday is my favourite day for interviews. I did it with Bryam yesterday. I was going to make an exception because I didn't do it last week with him. But it was my bad, my fault. And he also got cut off yesterday, which is really annoying, whilst we were actually doing the interview within the first 5 minutes. So here we go again. Let's see if we can get this going this time. I won't stop trying until I get Bryam on to interview. It's as simple as that. So, you know, whatever stops it, you just never give up, right? You never give up. When you want to interview people, when you want to learn, you don't stop. You make the first error, the second, you keep going and going and going. So, let's see if we can get him on. And, yeah, I was going to do it 20 minutes earlier, but he was busy. So, let's see if we can roll today. Hope everyone's well, by the way, and enjoying themselves, having a beautiful Sunday. It's evening time here in the UK, probably. I guess most of you be like midday or 2 o'clock or something in America. Yeah, I'm looking. I can't see Brian's little thing on because you can tell who's watching. I can tell Rosalind you're watching, Fabian as well, but I can't see Brian. It is Joe as well. It's good to have you guys. I can't see Brian watching this on the top here. He did say we're going to try, but he'd had to move location, so I don't know if this is going to be a problem. Yeah, I can't see him on the watching us now. I have sent him the invite and tagged him as well on this. And I don't know. I can talk a little bit about what I'm doing, but I can't maintain for like 2 hours of talking about health and stuff. Like, unless people are asking me questions. For real though. Yo, Joe. Hello, man. Yeah, finally gonna do it, Brian, man. We need to get his information. Get the information. He's got great information. You know, fucking warrior, man. Fucking warrior. You know, I saw one of his videos a few months ago, and every time I look at his videos, I look at his face, I just notice how young he looks. And here's the thing. People talk a good game in the health community. People talk a very good game, but the best way to judge him is how do they look. Does my skin look young? Do I look like young? Does Bryam look young? Yes and yes. I judge people. If someone's advocating salt, for example, I look at them and I say, do they look healthy? Maybe, maybe not. But if they're advocating something, and I look at them and they're not looking healthy, either they're hypocrites, they're not healthy and they're not doing it. That makes you a hypocrite, by the way. Knowledge is useless unless you act upon it. Absolutely useless. It really is. You might know what's good for you. If you're not acting upon it, you're just limiting your audience. You know, everything I preach about, I do. If I don't do it, I don't preach about it. Simple as that. I live my example. I do urine therapy. I do all the protocols, and I try and look young. Yeah, for myself, but I want to be an example to other people of this de-aging process and what works and what doesn't, and we've all got to be like that. And Brian, come back to Brian, he does look young, man, and sometimes when I look at his videos, I'm like, whoa, he's really crushing it in health, like, in terms of how he looks. So remember, he can tell you how old he is. Like, he doesn't look his age, and I love people that don't look their age. You know, I get confused. I don't even judge people on age anymore. Ever since I started getting into this health community, I literally don't. I used to think, oh yeah, he looks his age, but now that I'm meeting with you guys on Facebook and stuff, and when I meet you in real life, I get confused, because like you're telling me like 30, 40 and stuff, and I meet you in person, you're like, you look 10 years younger, and it's like, whoa. Same with me, people tell me I look young. I hope so. I hope I look fucking young, for all the shit I do for my health, like, Jesus. Yo, Dawn. Yo, Fabian, in the house. Brian's there. You are there, Brian, mate. Alright, so, cool. Hope you received the ad, bro, because I sent it to you. I sent you the invite. I mean, worst case, we could jump off and on again. But I hope we won't need to come to that today. I hope not, because it's annoying, isn't it? Just for me to cancel this and you've got to click it, and you know, it's annoying for all of us. So, I'll invite you, Brian. So, yeah, please do accept, and then we'll talk. We will discuss health and protocols. And by the way, I'm crushing it with my health right now. Literally the fucking happiest and healthiest I've ever been, yeah? I'm not just saying that, I mean it. So much energy today, it's ridiculous. So much. And I'm learning so much. I've got an abundance of energy, but I'm learning so much. And what makes me really excited isn't just the fact I've got loads of energy because I'm crushing it with my health. It's the connecting of the dots. Oh wow, I love this stuff. Fabian, you're the same as well, man. It's the connecting of the dots that's really exciting. When you connect the dots, like you feel like you're the first person in the world to do this. You're not. But it doesn't matter because this is you really learning. This is not school learning where someone's telling you what to think and how to think and like telling you this is the right or wrong answer. This is you using your own brain and connecting the dots as you learn the different. You watch the YouTube videos, you watch and listen to people on Facebook. Things you didn't even realise you were remembering people from years back. You're thinking, oh, I remember someone saying that. It's stuck in your brain, and then you connect the dots. It's such a beautiful process. And I tell you, nothing gets me more excited than connecting the dots in health. You know, most of the connecting dots, a lot of it I put on my Facebook. But even then, sometimes I can't. If I connected if I put all on Facebook, all the shit I'm learning, I would just post every couple of minutes, and it'd be crazy, and people would be like, "This guy's a fucking nutter." So I've got to limit how much I post. You know, the most profound things I'm connecting dots, and sometimes I don't even share some of the stuff I'm connecting because it might not be valuable to people. So I'm always thinking, is it valuable to people? Where's the level of my audience? The people that listen to me, what do they need? What's the information they need? Because what I need and they need is different information. I'm working at a very high paradigm. Maybe not as high as other people, but the paradigm I'm working with in terms of what I'm learning is powerful, and it keeps me motivated and disciplined enough to keep doing those health protocols. That's the key. That's what makes me motivated to do health. To keep doing to the discipline to maintain urine therapy and fasting and exercise and sunlight and structured water and all this stuff. All I do, what keeps the discipline is I've connected the dots on why I'm healthy. So I've got reasons to do them. It does make me feel great afterwards, but I've got reasons. I've got science reasons, you know, scientific reasons why I do them. And that's what it is. I'm just a fucking hardcore geek, just like you guys. You're all pretty much geeks to me as well. It's awesome. We're all, you know, geek family. But yeah, Bryam, man, have you got write in the comments if you're having problems, because I have sent you. The first thing I did was I sent you the invite, and I can't send it again. But what I can do is I can jump off and on again. A bit annoying. I don't mind doing that as long as we, you know, get rolling. But yeah. Oh, yeah, if you've got any questions for Brian as well, I'll try and ask him. So you can put in the comments now, and if I go off and on, I'll just remember to ask him. Got to tap into the knowledge. Tap into the knowledge of people. Yeah? We're not a one-man band. But it is your body, and it is your experience to have, ultimately. So you take the action, you do the protocols, you discover, you get your own reference experience. That's powerful. But together as reference experiences, we need to learn from other people on what works the best, yeah? That's how we've all learned. You know, I didn't come to urine therapy by accident. I wasn't the first person in the world. None of us were by a long shot. It's the knowledge passed and the wisdom from the older generations, you know. But kudos to you if you try something, experience it, how powerful something is for yourself, you know. Oh, Shane, man, nice to meet you as well. A lot of you 2T people in the crowd. Still have you, Brian, man. Still haven't received. If you want, guys, I can talk to you a little bit about one of the things I'm learning, which is negative charge. I'll link up with what Fabian's been talking about as well. With this negative charge is very powerful. Negative ions, electrons, negative ions and electrons is very powerful medicine, right? Positive ions, positive charges are poisons and toxins inside our body. Inflammation, it's positive ions. EMFs that I've got now, it's disease. It's why grounding works. Grounding, exercise. When you exercise the muscle, you're a piezoelectric being. Every time you contract and relax a muscle, your muscles create electrons. You're flooding your body with electrons every time you do exercise. The more exercise you do, the more you flood your body with electrons. Aged urine is probably the ultimate hack and the ultimate savior, because it floods your body with electrons with a little zip of a couple of days old aged urine. The older it gets, the more electrons in it, the more negative charge, the more you're flooding your body with this negative ion charge, which is completely mitigating any damage and disease inside your body, which is positive charge. And then you're free to have lots of abundance energy. You're increasing when you flood your body with electrons via exercise, grounding, aged urine, you are increasing your cellular voltage. We are electric beings. This links back to Jerry Tennant's work. You know, he says healing is voltage. In order to heal from diseases, your cells need electricity and cellular voltage. How do you get that? With a negative charge, negative ions from exercise, fasting, aged urine, sunlight. All these things, combine them all into one, you know. I know about all these things, but how many of us are combining all of these things? That's the key. Really just gotta, you know, combine, stack and stack and stack, and you'll be surprised how much you can achieve, you know, with your terms of like your health and energy and stuff. Like, okay, cool. Brian, mate, I've got it. Right, here we go. Yo, Brian, I'm adding you right now, so you might come on. Hopefully. Yeah, Fabian, man. Synced up. We're all synced up here. The universe has got our backs. 100%. 100%, man. The amount of coincidences and synchros that happen to all of us is just crazy. It's crazy how anyone can't believe it's not an accident. Crazy. Oh, yeah, and guys, check out Fabian's video in the blood of Christ, age urine. He's going to post up. He's got the AWP, the negative charge of urine. You'll see the results on that of how much negative charge is in age urine. Negative charge is flooding your body with electrons. Electrons are healing medicine. Damn. Yeah, I added you, Brian, and then it just went off, which is super annoying. Learning with this negative charge and electrons is, when you think about it, foods get broken down. People worry about carbohydrates, protein, and fats, but at the mitochondrial level, the mitochondria don't recognize your mitochondria, your energy, your mitochondrial cells don't recognize protein, fats, and what's the other one? Carbohydrates. What your energy machines, your energy system of cells and mitochondria actually recognize is electrons. Electrons. They don't recognize proteins and fats and shit. So all food is broken down into electrons. What's the best food with most electrons? Fruits, vegetables, raw foods have a lot of electrons. What has hardly any electrons, and in fact positive ions, it's going to fuck up your mitochondrial cells so they can't create energy? Fake foods. Fake foods, man. It's all broken down. This protein, carbohydrates, and nutrition's it's not as important as people think. I'm learning this now. I'm coming to this idea. Nutrition is not as important as people think. It's all about flooding your body with electrons, with alkaline and oxygen. That's it. Those three go in synergy, yeah? They go in synergy. They work together. Alkaline, oxygen, and negative electrons. Increasing your cellular voltage. Okay. I just added you. So let's see if we can roll. Yeah, Bryam, man. Hey, it's nice to meet you in New York. I fucking liked hanging out with you, Mark. You guys have got good knowledge and fucking warriors in your own right, doing a great job with your communities up there, man. Changing people's lives. We've all got to bring our own personalities to this and hook people in. And, you know, just as our life's been transformed with health, we've got an obligation to help other people, yeah? To let them rise up, take back their power, be empowered creatures, become healthier and happier. It's beautiful. Oh, crazy. Oh yeah, another plug. If you guys are interested in health, most of you might already know, but there's a great YouTube channel called Extreme Health Radio. I love that title, Extreme Health Radio by Justin Stillman. That's the guy who does it. But if you type in Extreme Health Radio, there's like 600 episodes there from so much knowledge with different guests, and I mean guests. You're all going to know of some of these guests, but oh man, the interviews and that guy does, the Justin Stillman, they blow my mind with so much knowledge on health. I'm obsessed with that stuff, and it really is. Start listening to the guests, and there's so much information on there, on nutrition, on light, on magnetism, on water. There's so much. And that's why I love the dude that does the interviews, Justin Stillman, as well, because he was raw vegan for 2003 2010. He was raw vegan, but he said that after he stopped being raw vegan for 7 years, he started listening to Jack Kruse about how light is more important than diet. So he changed his light situation, and then stopped veganism. And straight away that light is more important to him than it is nutrition. I'm not saying nutrition is not important. I'm just making a point that, and I found it interesting that someone that I admire, who I can tell is very smart in terms of his observations on what works the best, is saying that light is more important, light and magnetism is more important than nutrition. They're all important. They can all have profound changes, but if you focus on your light, then that's a huge one, isn't it? It's really huge. Jack Cruz is right, you know. Very right. Oh, yo, man. That's annoying, that, isn't it? Yeah, because I added you twice, Brian, and it didn't normally connects us on, isn't it? So, yeah, and sunlight, Bryam, is the ultimate, isn't it? There's a lot of mysteries to the sun. We think we know everything about the sun. We really don't. The amount of frequencies that we got there. Why do you think nudism works? You know, our skin's, which is a receptor for light. It's called melanopsin. I find that interesting. Like, you know, and also I'll tell you something else interesting. On the recent episode I watched on that, #1 cancer for women is breast cancer in the world. #1 cancer for men is prostate cancer. Now, what areas of the body in women get the least sunshine? The yoni and also the breasts. So it's funny that breast cancer women get, and also they hardly get any sunshine on area. And what do the men get the least sunshine on? The penis, testes, and the prostate and the anus, right? So there we go. There's a connection. Sunlight, man. Sunlight stops cancer. Or if you don't get sunlight on those areas, you're more liable to cancer in that area. I think that's a genius connection. And apparently as well, we know we make melatonin from the brain, but apparently melatonin's localized. Oh, let me just add Brian. I'll stop talking. Oh. Damn it. Brian, mate, I had you. I had it on to accept and it didn't accept. Try again, please. So yeah, apparently we make melatonin in the brain and the pineal, but you can make melatonin locally on the skin that gets the access to the sun. So say you point your anus, so your gonads at the sun, you're making melatonin locally in that area. And melatonin is your #1 anti-cancer agent. Hardly anyone, people don't focus on this in the health community, big mistake. Light, don't focus on, they don't focus on melatonin. Melatonin is your endogenous hormone that's the most powerful anti-cancer agent. People think it's just a sleep hormone. Holy shit, that's just the beginning of melatonin. It's got like 1,000 different things. It's crazy. It's anti-cancer agent. It's a major antioxidant, master antioxidant. Your body produces it. You look after yourself. Don't hang around EMFs. Don't look at blue light at night like I'm doing now. You don't eat too much as well. You produce loads of melatonin. You get sunshine on your skin. You produce it locally, yeah? So if people have got... Here's a great advice for normal people out there to give them. If they've got a cancer, say, on a particular organ of their body, or like a breast cancer for women, like I said, or prostate for men, just get them to do 20 minutes a day of sunshine, or even cloud cover sun, which is powerful anyway, on that particular area of the body. Get them to do it. Start stepping up their game. They've got cancer on, I don't know, the kidneys. Start exposing the back, bare skin back, where the kidneys are, you know, to the sunlight. Tell them to do these protocols, even under the clouds, because sun is medicine, man. Sun is medicine. Alright. Right, mate, I'm going to ramble on. So we're having problems here, so... Brian, let me know in the comments if you want me to jump off. Or if you don't think that we can get this, do you want me to jump off? And I'll come back on straight away. And hopefully everyone else will join us if they want to. Sunday. So let me know in the comments if you want me to jump off, man. Because I'm doing a ramble. But yeah, you guys should definitely watch and learn Extreme Health Radio. I'm obsessed with that guy. There's so much. I'm behind like 600 episodes, and I only started watching it recently. And there's a lot of knowledge to be tapped in. And he also does a regular show, so... Every couple of days there's a new video, and you know, people like Matt Blackburn, awesome guy. You should definitely use Divine Superconductor. Alright, bro. So I'm bouncing off people, and I'll be back on in like 2 minutes. Hopefully you get it on my newsfeed. You'll see Harry's going live. If not, just come onto my page or something. So let's do this manually and let's see if we can get Brian on. Alright, peace.